We bought a house in the Swedish countryside. It was relatively cheap, but it's gonna require a lot of work. So we better get to it.
But before we get to work, here are some facts. The property we bought is around 1800 square meters or around 19,400 square feet. The main house is 126 years old and was built in the year 1900. To put that a bit into perspective, that is the same year the paperclip was invented and Coca-Cola hit Europe for the first time. It was also the year the Swedish painter Carl Larsson gained recognition for his paintings, putting the red Swedish cottage and the picture of idyllic Swedish country life into the minds of the whole world.
I made a video about why Carl Larsson was so important with making Sweden synonymous with red cottages and why they are red in the first place, by the way. If you want, you can watch it right here. But now, let's get back to it.
Alright, where were we? Right, the property. It lies surrounded by beautiful nature and even has a few lakes close by. As so often here in Sweden, the property doesn't only have one building but several. Besides the main house, we have a giant barn, a storehouse, and last but not least, a birdhouse. And with these old buildings, there comes old stuff. Of course, we had to go through it all and clear out some trash and leftovers and determine if there was anything worth to keep. Here's some notable things we found. 15 saws, also 15 chairs, a full set of golf clubs, and one toy soldier. Also a few books, and the coolest pair of sunglasses you will ever lay your eyes on. Now, as I'm going to show you some more footage from the property and buildings, let's talk a bit about our plans and goals for this project. Now keep in mind that those might very much change at some point or another. But as it stands right now, it is not our goal to live here. Rather, we want to make it a holiday home. For us and our families that come to visit us from Germany, but also to rent out and generate a bit of extra income. Now, as you can see from the footage, the extra buildings need a lot of love, mainly the roofs, and we will get to that at some point, but our first priority is renovating the main house. And we start doing that by renovating one room and making it somewhat livable, so we can stay here overnight in the really intense renovating phases. But first, a little house tour. This is going to be the living room. And this is what the property and houses looked like in their glory days. This is the kitchen, as you probably would have guessed. And now this was meant to be the bathroom, and we are probably going to use it as such, but I'm not quite sure what the previous owners had in mind when they put the door to the garden right there, in the bathroom. This is the bedroom, or going to be the bedroom. And then we have the upstairs. Now, since the whole goal is to make this house family friendly, the plan is to convert the whole upstairs into the children area and bedroom. And that's basically it. It is small, but we have a lot of plans for the inside and the outside, and we will get to that. But we decided to start our renovations by making the living room a livable space, because it seemed to require the least amount of work and has this gorgeous wood stove, which makes staying here just a bit extra comfy. Renovations for the living room were pretty straightforward. After removing the old wallpaper and painting the ceiling, it was time to put up the fresh and new wallpaper. That alone transformed the room and the feeling immensely. After that, it was time to remove the old plastic flooring and unearth the beautiful wooden floor that lies beneath. I will never get how some people decide to put up a sheet of plastic imitating a wood floor over an actual wood floor. Well, I guess it's easier to keep clean, but still, it's not worth it in my opinion. Once everything in this room was done, we decided before sanding and oiling the floor to bring the bedroom to the same level, so I can treat the floors in one go. The steps for the bedroom were basically the same, the first being to remove all the old wallpaper, and this time we had invaluable help. Because on this very day our son decided that he now could walk on his own and did no longer need our hand to do so.
Oh, herrlich, super.
So, after removing all the old wallpaper and a quick little play break, it was time for the new one. Again, expertly helped by our little guy. The next logical step after all that was finished was to remove the old plastic floor. But, as so often with old buildings and renovation project, things rarely are as they might seem on the surface. Oh no. But that's for the next video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see where this project is going, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps a lot. Thank you.